when you were considering using us, I guess, what about the service drew you to using us? Did you have any reservations about looking to
Yes, I
use us to begin
did
with?
patients because it was all there was nowhere, no sort of face-to-face contact, and it was all over the phone or email, but actually that was all fine.
Fantastic. And when you sort of chose to use us, how did you find the service from there?
Good.
Um,
Very, very efficient. Everybody was very kind. Everybody did what they said they were going to do. It was all very straightforward. And I'm not somebody who's that good at the computer. And actually, even I managed to do it all. It was fine. And if I did run into any problems, it was very easy to get help. Somebody always answered the telephone. Yes, it was very straightforward actually, and the communication was very good. I say that was one of its strengths. People always phoned you back, they always answered the telephone, emails were always answered promptly, so you felt like you were important.
oh, lovely. And any aspects of the service you particularly liked, or people you dealt with here
I
that you
liked
thought
it.
did a particularly good
Same
job?
people contacted me all the time. I had a very nice, I don't know what his role was, Alex, I think I'd called him the estate agent. He was very good. He was very consistent. He always said what he was going to do. He phoned me up regularly. He always phoned me back. The two ladies who used to organise the visits, Hannah and Hannah and Molly, they were always very nice and very helpful. And then Charles always spoke to me about any negotiations or things about the survey, that sort of thing. Because my sale wasn't straightforward. It had various issues as it went along. But I always felt that British home sellers were sort of on my side and that they were looking after me, really. Whereas you sometimes feel at the mercy of the buyers. I really liked the way that the estate agents vetted the people who came round to look at my house. So I wasn't showing people round who weren't in a position to buy, because you put in a lot of effort when people come to look at your house, tidying up, making sure it looks nice, always being in. And, to get time wasters round is very upsetting.
Lovely. And so once it's sold and it was going through the conveyance, how did you find that process with Charles? I believe dealt with that mainly.
Charles and my solicitor was Kaylee.
Yeah.
Fine. It was very straightforward. Very straightforward. I didn't even really need to phone up very much. It was all very straightforward. I understood everything. I was able to answer their questions. Yes, I mean, I have to say it was very, very straightforward. And if ever I wanted to speak to somebody, they phoned me back straight away. Somebody always answered the telephone. If I emailed a question the next day or, that day, somebody answered it. It was all very, very, especially the solicitor side as well. Having heard the solicitors, through the people who bought my house and the solicitors involved with the people in the house I'm buying, my solicitor was very, very good. Very good. I couldn't fault her. It doesn't actually make any difference at the end of the day if the two solicitors either side aren't very good, but mine was very good.
Oh, lovely. And kind of casting your mind back to the start of the whole process, is there any advice you'd give to someone looking to sell, considering our services that
I mean,
might help them?
I would thoroughly recommend them. I suppose I thought of it as a positive thing. I liked showing the people around my house. I felt I did a better job than an estate agent who wasn't that engaged with it. I liked doing that. I liked meeting them and I liked showing them round.
Lovely. Fantastic. Well, thank you so much. Are there any kind of comments you'd want to add, or do you have any questions I can help
Not really.
with? Or
No, I mean, the people involved were very, very nice. I couldn't fault any of them. They were all genuine, kind, efficient, friendly. I couldn't have had a better service, really. I wish I'd gone with them at the beginning, but at the beginning of my selling experience, I don't think I would have had the confidence to do that. But having been with a I mean, and they were very nice, the estate agents I went with, but they never phoned me back, and it was all just was, you didn't feel very important, I suppose. And whereas with the British home sellers, they always knew who I was when I was talking to me. There wasn't endless shuffling around of pieces of paper wondering who you were. They were very good, very nice. I wouldn't change anything. I think they were all lovely.
Oh, I'm pleased to hear it, because we do genuinely care
Yeah.
about
Yes, and you
getting
could tell.
results. And
Yes, and it was really not really. I was really grateful to it for all the help I had, because buying a house and selling a house on your own, if you haven't got a partner and you live on your own, it is quite daunting, because the last time I sold a house was over 20 years ago, and things have
oh
changed
wow,
dramatically since then. And also, it is your home. Do you know what I mean? And sometimes you listen to people talking about it. I think, God, this is my home. I really like it.
yeah, absolutely. Oh, well, thank you so much.
That's all
Thank
right.
you so much. I'm
That's
sure the team are going to really enjoy watching this.
Oh well,
And
I hope you do. Yeah, thank you to all of them.